Hello, it's just Kristen, and we're back with episode 2 of our second attempt at the altars. We had a pretty unfortunate ending to season 1, so you're welcome to go back and watch those 10 episodes. It was pretty disastrous at the end. But we are trying again, and we backed up quite a bit. That is very loud in my ears. Hang on one second. I really hate that the game turns off the music while you're clicked off of it, and I can't find a setting to make it not work. So we're gonna continue where we left off. We've made a couple of different decisions, but for the most part, we're still kind of going the same route that we did with the new altar is ready. So we had just made the scientist. Jan technician is in the kitchen, which I believe is up here. Let's see what he has to say. Try to calm him down. What is he angry about?
Hey man, you're clearly angry. Meaningless small talk will only make me more angry.
Lovely.
So maybe we can talk about something meaningful. What calms you down? Punching that smirk of yours would definitely do the trick.
Okay, punch me.
But if you really need to know, walking it off, I guess.
Yeah, see, that's what I chose last time. I kind of want to choose that again because it was a good answer. Yeah.
Maybe you should punch me. Why not? Let it all out. You don't want that. Trust me. But I appreciate the offer.
You look tired. Oh, there's no dormitory yet.
You look tired, man. Everything okay? I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with sleeping on the floor? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Of course not. You have your cozy captain's bed.
I'll get you a dormitory.
All right. No need to be so dramatic about it. I'll get you a proper dorm. Sounds like a promise.
All right. So where are we on metals? All right, let's open this up. Let's figure out where we are. We need to go wake up the scientist. We have 1 drill cartridge right now, 2 filters. I desperately need the climbing hook and the drill cartridges. I can't talk. The only thing I wish this game had was the ability to look at the map before you leave the, before you decide to leave. Let's see. He probably needs to go ahead and be assigned. There's no repairs needed, so let's assign him to the workshop. He already is. Okay. What's in here? New life paths. Okay. Not worried about that at the moment. Tasks. So we need to build the dormitory. Okay. Let's go down to the womb. He's sitting there at the quantum computer. Interesting. Where is the womb? Here it is. Alright, let's pet Molly. Hello, can I pet Molly? Thank you.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see a sheep.
Alright. Can I? Thank you. Let's see. Let's wake up the scientist. Get him moving and working. The conversation with him is always interesting.
Hey,
I
how are you
lovingly
feeling?
call him Commander Data.
Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough?
Yeah, that's not the most important thing.
That's not the most important thing at the moment. Except for the fact it's the primary goal of the mission. Yes, but... Hey, wait. How do you know I found any rupidium at all? Well... Isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which can only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm not going to tell him he's wrong. I think that would piss him off. Oh, and I'm also not going to skip through the conversation in case you're watching the game for the first time. If you've watched it before and want to skip through the dialogue, go ahead and like fast forward. Uh, I just don't want to spoil anything for anybody coming up, but that's also why I'm doing videos instead of live streams. So I forgot to state that at the beginning of the video, but that's what we're doing.
Wow, you're right. That's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information. And that's the interesting part.
You calling me stupid?
Yeah. Our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong?
Everything?
The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now?
Let's say get some rest first this time.
Why don't you rest a little? Get accustomed to the new reality? Which part of what I just said makes you think I'm not ready to start immediately?
Okay, well, go ahead and start immediately then.
Well, in that case, your situation must be critical considering the lengths you went to. Something tells me there's no time to lose. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and assign him... Oh, we don't have one yet. Can we build one? No. We need metals. I don't know what else we need to build the research module. Where is the command center? Okay, up. Oops. Can I get on the path?
This?
Sure. Go to metals. Let's see how much we need to build the research module. 40 metals. I could actually undo a lot of the... Okay, hang on. So one of the things that you can do is actually turn off a lot of the production, and it will free up your materials down here, and then you can build what you need to build. So, research lab. I'm gonna put it there for now. We are right at... Oh, we've still got time. We've got up to 300. But I want to move things around. I want to put the computer there, switch the womb and the research lab. Kitchen's fine on top. I want this storage over here. Oops, go back there. And I'd like the captain's cabin up top. Workshop and machinery are good there. I kind of want to switch these two. Okay. That works for now. That way everything's more centralized to the elevator. So now, let's look at the assignments. And put him in the... Where is it? Research lab. Research lab scientist. And let's get him started on something. Enriched metals, non-metals. Let's get him started on metals efficiency. And the recycler. And then we'll get cheaper batteries. So production now. That's finished. I'm gonna need... I've got 3 suit batteries for right now. I'm gonna need at least 1 outpost on hand. And... let's do 6 pylons. I've got 1 drill cartridge. I want to have at least 2 for now. We've got 4 repair kits. I desperately need the climbing hook though, so let's put that at the top. And let's put the drill cartridges at the top. And I've forgotten, other than metals, I don't remember if we have any other outposts set yet. I have 3 batteries on me, so let's put that at the bottom. I have 0 pylon components and 0 mining outposts. So I feel like I kind of just need to go... Let's do this. Let's take him off there and put him in the metals outpost for now. And then we can go to the workshop. Alright. Manual. I kind of need... I wish there was a way to turn off some of the tutorial stuff. Workshop is down.
I like the new metals outpost.
Okay. Mining outpost. And nothing queued. And I have time. Alright. So let's go to the airlock. And see what the map looks like. So we have metals. I know there's rubidium over here somewhere. There's organics over here, which we kind of need to get that running pretty soon. And there's blockades here. I don't really need to go over there at the moment. He's working there. So let's go here and make our way back up the hill. Oh, what's this? Have I drilled that? I have. Let's go up here. I don't have the climbing hook yet. I should have built that before I left. Alright, hang on. Yep, go away. Production. Workshop. That needs... What does that need? Organics. That's why I can't build the climbing hook yet. So I need to go this way, I think? Hang on. Map. Yes, this way. I found the spot. I just didn't set the drill yet. Outpost. Okay. Now, do I have pylons? I have one pylon, I think. Oh, look at that. It connects. Love it. Oh, no. Can't connect. Alright. Guess we're doing that in the next day. Let's see what's up here. Here we go. We can get some of this. Wow. That's a lot of lava. Let's go this way. We didn't search over here at all in our last playthrough. Metals efficiency finished. So let's set a different thing for him to work on after the recycler. Let's get these over here. Okay. Getting really close to the end of the day. Is this a...
We're running out of storage space.
Yeah, I gotcha. Is that it over here? I can't go through here at all. Okay, let me look at the map. Shallow metals. Okay, so I didn't miss anything really over here in my last playthrough. Have I emptied this? No storage space, that's what it is. Okay. It's getting close to the end of the day anyway. Let's see, do I have a scanner now? I can. No, not a scanner. I still just have the one. Let's go back up here. Yeah. Let's head back. Alright, drill cartridges and what are they called? Things. Pylons. Nope, the other way. That's what we need. Climbing hook. Yep. Alright, what else? Let's look at production real quick. Just put those up after the climbing hook. We need some rad filters, like, immediately. That's what I want, 6 of those on hand. Let me finish this climbing hook. Whoop! And the game crashed. Okay. Hang on one second while I figure out what just happened. That means we're gonna have to do all of that again. Yeah, close without sending. Stop. Yep. Play. So the game saves at the end of each day. So we're gonna have to do all of that again. Wait for the game to load. Well, that certainly put a bit of a damper in my plans. Start again. Or continue again. So we're gonna have to do day 7 all over again. But I think what I'm gonna do it a little differently. I will have the conversation with Jan Technician, because he's gonna want to tell me about his things. But I'm gonna skip through them because we already talked about it.
Hey, man. You're
Yep.
so
Yep.
crunching that.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're choosing the same option. You look tired.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
of
get
course.
through all of this. I'll get you a dormitory.
All right. No need to be. I'll get you a prop. Sounds like a.
Yep. All right. So then we wanted to. We're gonna assign him to the metals outpost first thing, so he can go there. We're gonna go down and do that ourselves after we wake up the scientist. What's this? Oh, drill cartridges. I think I already have those. I do not. Let's put those above, after the outpost, after the climbing hook. I want like 3 on hand, but I want pylons first so I can connect the mining outpost. I've got that going. Okay, let's wake up the scientist at the end of the day this time. Let's go ahead and go out and... Oh, wait, we need to make the things that we need. Where's the workshop? Down? Yep. Alright, let's hurry up and make the mining outpost. And then the pylons. And drill cartridge. We want a couple of those. What else do we need? We have 2 radiation filters left. That should be fine. For the climbing hook, I need organics. So let's get that outpost set. Alright. Nope. Airlock. Okay. We're going here. And straight across again. Oh, that's right. I don't have the climbing hook. I forgot. I don't know how many times I've done that. Let me clear that, please. Thank you. Okay. Let's build this. And then build the pylons. Okay, connect it. Connect. Thank you. And that's all we can do there, but let's get some. Because we need a bunch of stuff. Okay. Alright, let's head back to base and build our climbing hook. Down. Let's keep working. Hello, where is the climbing hook? Whoops. Production. Climbing hook. What do I need? 120. I have organics. Can I unhook that for now? How many drills do I have? 3. Undo that. I still need 60 metals. Turn that off. Nothing is releasing the 10 that I... Well, that's not going to do any good, actually. Radiation filters. Let's make that 3. Let's make that 6. And keep that on hand. Reset all of this. And then we need to keep repair kits on hand. Right. Yep. Alright, all of these things need to be built. And we're pretty tired, so let's go wake up the scientist so he can get to work. We'll pet Molly again. Gotta make sure we can pet Molly as much as possible.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see a sheep.
Okay. Let go. Let me go. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna speed through the conversation with the scientist again. Okay.
Hey, well, you surprised. Very good. Of course.
All right.
So, how?
Okay. That's not the most important
that's
thing.
Not the most.
I love that it shows me
yes,
what my decisions were.
Well, they're fake. In the womb, besides.
Impressive.
Wow. You're weird. But read that.
All right, we're gonna tell him to get to work.
You have to get our research. Then I get. You're right. Going through. Good.
Okay. Now, we need to go build the research lab, if we can. I don't know that we have enough metals. Probably not. Yeah, we don't. We'll get it tomorrow, though. So let's go get some sleep. If I can... This quantum computer down. Where did I put my bedroom? Because I moved everything last episode, or before the game crashed, and then I've forgotten where everything was. Captain's cabin. Okay. I wonder why the game crashed. That's really weird. Okay, day 8. So we have organics going. We need to go get metals. We need that drill cartridge, too. We're gonna go ahead and head to the airlock and go to metals. So we can get started. And then we're gonna put the technician... Let's look at the... Well, I can't look at the... I can't review the base while I'm in this screen. You go there. You go to organics. You work in there. So you can start stuff as soon as we get some metals. Wow. I think what I'm going to have to do is turn everything off in the workshop again. Alright, hang on. Production, workshop. We're going to have to turn all of this off again, except that. I have 2 radiation filters for right now. Pylons, I have 8. Let's turn that off. I have 3 drill cartridges, that's fine. And 4 repair kits. So that leaves us 41 metals right this minute. I don't think that's enough to build the... yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? The research lab. Where is the... What's up? Let's see. Oh, we can build it. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna put that down here. Switch these two. Put that over here. Go. Captain's cabin closer to the top. I think that's how I had everything. We've got organics. We're low on metals again, of course. We have no raw food, just mush. Wow. Alright, who wants to talk? Everybody's in the kitchen. Alright. What are you eating, dude? Alright, what does the scientist have to say? How are you settling in?
So, how are you? Settling in all right? Settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's always an observation to be made. I'd love to hear what you managed to observe. This place is not run optimally.
Teach me how to run it better.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't trained to command a mission. But now that you're here, with your experience, I'd love to pick your brain.
You need to stroke his ego.
You think you could mentor me? Good thinking. First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right, slow down. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversations with the crew. Hide the booze. Don't be cheap on coffee. That's slow enough for you?
Idle conversations like this one. Team building is important.
Hey, you've just crossed out every team building exercise on my list. The people are there for the mission, not the other way round. Truth is, I really wish we could make use of the tech I worked on for all these imaginary years. It would make things so much easier if it existed.
Okay. What was your research about?
So what exactly was your research about? Nanotech in space exploration.
Okay.
We went from a humble startup to making headlines in a few months. Taking our solutions to the front line was my dream come true. The data we could bring back.
You had big plans for it.
You had big plans for it. Well, now it's all gone.
Would I actually understand? I probably wouldn't actually understand. Just focus on work here and now.
Turning it over in your head won't get you anywhere. You should focus on the work you need to do here and now. I never thought I'd say it, but yes, you're right. Let's get Rapidium back to Earth, and maybe later, we'll see.
Okay. He still wants to talk. Give him the hoodie?
Hey,
I forgot I found a hoodie.
I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Oh, interesting. A motivational hoodie.
My motivational hoodie.
Motivational? More like demotivational. I only kept it because it's really comfy. Of course you did. It doesn't remind you of all that determination and ambition that fueled my academic success. Anyway, thanks. I appreciate it.
I need a motivational hoodie. Alright. It's bedtime. I've got to build them places to sleep soon. That'll be next on the agenda. We gotta get the climbing hook, which means we need metals. They are arguing in the kitchen. Alright, let's go.
Man, yeah. I'm telling you, we need it.
In the next 5 days? Don't think I can get it in 5 days. Because it takes a while for the food to actually grow. I'm not getting involved on that one. Yep. Frustration.
And I'm telling
Sorry.
you, this is the least important of our priorities.
Alright. Let's take him off the workshop, put him in the lab, and get him on metals efficiency and non-metals efficiency, and then we'll work on some of the other stuff. Let's see, we're okay on organics right now, so let's put him on the metals outpost while we explore. Right. There's no repairs needed at the moment. And we still need the stupid climbing hook. But we have pylons and a mining outpost and drill cartridges. 2 filters left. I've got batteries. Okay. Oops. Make that go away real quick. Close, close, close. Alright, outside. Alright, where are we going? Let's go back to over here and go back that way.
Hey, man. Can we talk?
Yeah, when you're done. At the end of the day, we can talk. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We'll find our way over there in a minute. I want some of the research to be finished up before we head that direction. What's up there? I wonder if I can get up there. No storage. I think it said no storage. Maybe it said...
We're running out of storage space.
Alright, so in that case, I'm going to move you to the workshop so that we can get this climbing hook going. All of this doesn't go anywhere. I mean, that looks like I should be able to go up there somehow. But evidently not. So, let's pick this up. Nope, no space. Technician is making stuff now. Alright, let's go over here. More running aroundy. Alright, do I have the climbing hook yet? I do not. So I can't go there. I think there was a place for me to blow stuff up over here. Yep. Drill. Okay. Let's go this way. Drill charge. Go away. Are we on metals right now? 62. We have a little bit of space. Here's the rubidium area. We're gonna need a lot more of this. That is lava. Let's go up this way. Let's pick this up. Ooh. Pick this up. Pick up. Not enough storage space. Gonna have to build an ark soon. I don't remember where this thing was. Oop, back. Getting close. Retrieve. 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 Thank you. Retrieve. Let's go this way. Metals efficiency finished. Nice. Okay. So let's build an outpost here. And I do have pylons, so that's a good thing. Which way's out? I wonder if I can connect it through here? Maybe? Let's build a thingy. That's the technical term. A thingy. Alright. Pylon. Let's see how far we can get through here. Oop, back this way. Can I reach? Reach. Yay. Okay. What's this? It's an empty deposit, so I've been through there. Not been through there. It's a shallow deposit. No storage. Okay. Where to next? What's this? Is this empty? Okay. Oh.
Okay. This is not good. We are surrounded.
It's lovely. Nice volatile planet you've landed on here.
Damn it. So much for Plan B.
Okay, how much time do we have? We can go this way. What's beeping? I don't know what's beeping. Travel pylon. Yeah, I don't think I have enough pylons to make a travel pylon at the moment. Did I come up through that way? I did. Tab to open manual. Let's see, how many pylons do I have in storage? 6. So I could make a travel pylon, actually. Where does it connect? How close would we have to be to connect? Let's put a regular pylon wherever we can reach here. Eventually. There we go. Whoop, back. And then... Whoop, back one. Travel pylon. Alright. We can also recharge here. But we don't need to. We do need to head home, though. So now we have pylons in a couple places. We'll keep heading up this way tomorrow. And there's a rock blockade here, too. I'm pretty sure I've hit everything over here that I can. Alright, let's go back to base. Jan technician is in the command center.
Get rid of you.
No, you're not. Alright, what? In the kitchen. F. What do you want? Talk about the river of lava? Something you want to discuss?
You wanted to talk? Yeah. It's been a while since you promised to get me a proper place to sleep.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
It's not exactly something people forget about, you know? So, just do something about it. I'm not a goddamn sheep.
Okay. Do I have enough stuff? I might have enough stuff now. So let's go down to the command center. Alright. Let's build the dormitory. There. Happy now? Alright. Now we need to go to the quantum computer and get the... Do I want the miner? I think I need the food to be an issue next. So where's the quantum computer? Here. Oh. Pet the sheep. Always pet the sheep.
Is it me, or does it sound a bit artificial?
It's you. Alright. Let's get the botanist. Food is an issue. We have one more space, so I think we need to do the food first. Okay. Now, he has an interesting life path because he went way further along. He is branched off of this new opportunities option. So he went to college and made something of himself. Oh, okay. Okay, better prospects. I'll let you pause if you want to read that. I'm trying to figure out where... Okay, this is where he and Lena finally move in together. This is where the crisis hit and he lost his job. He's working as a taxi driver. He's basically following Lena for what she wants to do in his life, where Aryan left her, basically. She wanted to go do the thing, he wanted to do other things, but the botanist, Lena, he stayed with her and supported her in her job, and he stayed home, I guess. She didn't get to go on this mission. Oh, okay, this is foreshadowing for later. So he'll do anything to prove his love, so he heads off into space without her. Which is interesting. But he and Lena are very much still in a relationship in his life. So that is an interesting difference between what's our Jan and him. So we're going to go ahead and end the video here since we're about to save. Make sure to click that like button if you've enjoyed the video, and make sure that if you want to see more of the Altars content or any of the other games that I play, that you set that subscribe and set that bell notification set to all, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.